Elon Musk's lawsuit against OpenAI has already been shrouded with a lot of drama, but it's taken a rather sharp turn as it's dragging in Microsoft's Reid Hoffman, the CEO of LinkedIn, into the mix. And this isn't just about AI or even innovation for that matter, because egos are on the line. Elon Musk is actually one of the co-founders of OpenAI, and if you didn't know that, it is absolutely true. Now, Elon is claiming that OpenAI is actually betraying its nonprofit roots, and by extension, therefore, him, Elon Musk. It's betraying him. Yeah, it's a pretty big ego trip. And according to the lawsuit, they don't even claim that OpenAI is just playing favorites because they are. It's allegedly leveraging that insider connections with Microsoft and Hoffman, as we mentioned at the top, that they're working together to monopolize some sort of generative AI market structure. This structure didn't exist before, so it's really whoever has the power, they get to decide this kind of stuff. What does it all mean? Well, the crux of the lawsuit is really Musk arguing that the situation is this. One player controls the entire market. And I'm sitting here as a consumer looking at Musk saying, is this even true? The complaint does read that Microsoft's $13 billion investment in OpenAI is what led to this de facto merger. And because of this aforementioned de facto merger, it's giving unfair advantages and cheaper cloud access, to be specific, to others that are not Elon Musk and his AI company, xAI. Which goes back to OpenAI being accused of becoming some fool-for-profit subsidiary of Microsoft while asserting its own dominance, and there's dominance to be asserted. Reportedly, 70% of the generative AI market. And it's this part of the market that Musk is arguing is being leveraged to block competitors like his own startup, xAI. Musk has gone as far to claim that OpenAI has struck deals with investors to, quote, eliminate competitors. And all the while, whatever OpenAI does is benefiting Microsoft's infrastructure. And Reid Hoffman at the top, we mentioned him as the LinkedIn CEO, and he's been dragged into this whole deal. There's a reason why. You see, Hoffman has connections between OpenAI, Microsoft, and Greylock, and this sort of gives him an all-access pass to sensitive intel, which is being leveraged, potentially, allegedly, to influence the deals. Meanwhile, OpenAI wants to dismiss the entire lawsuit that Musk is bringing forward, calling it blusterous and baseless. So why does this matter at all to you, the human behind this video watching right now currently? The fight against AI monopolies, regardless of who is leveraging the argument, is really important because it won't only just shape the technology, but it shapes the ethics that helps form the technology. And if OpenAI is now the for-profit subsidiary of Microsoft that is being alleged into this claim, what does the future look like? And Musk probably shouldn't act like he wouldn't do the same. He is literally developing an application called the Everything app. He literally wants to monopolize a lot of things. So what do you think? Is this a justified lawsuit for us, the people and the consumer, or is it just more posturing by billionaires looking to claim control of a brand new field and its market? And obviously a ton of profit. Bluesky pulled in over 1 million new users, again guys, in just 24 hours. This brings the platform to a whopping 16 million users. I have a lot more info on this. And yeah, the story might sound similar because I covered it a month ago, because it does seem like Bluesky is picking up millions of users each month. And no, it's not just X, and no, it's not just Elon Musk, but it does play into it. The new TechCrunch article is laying out exactly what led to this surge, and they cite these two things: November 5th driven migration and frustration with threads. The November 5th migration is obvious. It's a discontent between X's algorithmic feeds, and the post-November 5th sent users scrambling away from all of the toxicity and, well, quite frankly, polery over there on X. That one is a little bit more obvious. You can see why some people might leave one app for another. But here is the one that kind of shocked me. Second reason noted was the frustration with threads. Apparently, there's been a lot of moderation issues there also that is causing people to consider moving to Bluesky in search of a much more stable platform. But I have a question. Is Bluesky even that platform? I use social media for news, information, and entertainment, and I worry that if we get locked into certain echo chambers, maybe like Bluesky, we'll lose some of that curiosity and some of that pushback that we do experience on some platforms, while some platforms like X has really gone way too far. There is a balance, and I feel like there's so many people out there missing that balance. But outside of the ethics behind each platform, technically speaking, Bluesky is new. Bluesky faced a lot of challenges during these boosts in users. During the highest amounts of traffic, Bluesky actually experienced outages from one of the company's ISPs having a cable issue. That's right, verbatim, a cable issue. But outside of these hiccups, Bluesky still managed to top the charts on free apps, beating out the aforementioned heavyweights like Threads, ChatGPT, and yes, X. Here's a wild bit about the community on Bluesky that is totally worth mentioning. The CEO pointed out that Bluesky's community is way more engaged than other platforms like X, like super engaged. Bluesky currently has 30% of its users posting on the platform. That's awesome. Compare those numbers to X's numbers, where only 1% of the users actually post, 90% actually lurk, and the other 9 only comment on other people's posts. So at least we do have more thoughts going out onto Bluesky than there are sharing thoughts onto X. That is something to consider if you're thinking about jumping ship from one platform to the other. Honestly, I passively post on X. I always retweet a lot of things, but generally speaking, I built my For You page brick by brick, so I'm not gonna go anywhere until I think it's a problem for me. It's one of those terrible things where it's like you can't look away from the train crash for me. You know what I mean? So if you're thinking about jumping ship from X or Threads to Bluesky, can you let me know why in the comments? And if you're already there, let me know about your experience. Haley Welch, known for the Hack to a Girl. Honestly, she's awesome. She's awesome. She's a viral sensation, and now she's pivoting. She's leveraging her fame in a way that I did not see coming. At 22, she's moving from TikTok star to entrepreneur, specifically a tech entrepreneur. She's introducing Pookie Tools, an AI-powered app for dating. Pookie Tools. It's a cute name. But hey Pookie, ka-chow. Pookie Tools is combining these sort of fun features like outfit recommendations, zodiac compatibilities, with a lot of more polarizing tools, like the bald predictor and a height predictor. Working's right! But according to the app's creators, because obviously Haley is a jobs provider in this sense and she is employing people to build this app, they say that these tools are meant to be lighthearted. But they have sparked debate already, kind of about whether or not we are reinforcing stereotypes and maybe putting emphasis on certain things others can't control, and a lot of people don't know how to feel about it. You see, Haley did promise a chatbot that has her personality in it. This is not that. But there are early reviews that are in saying it feels generic, just like another ChatGPT might feel. It totally lacks personality. And here's probably the kicker. The app costs $7 a week. But yeah, that's a pretty pricey dating tool that is AI powered, but also kind of generic. Just for comparison, we could look at Tinder. We could look at Bumble's prices for their paid subscription models. Some might say these lower price points even offer more features for its users that are more practical and effective. And I would probably argue that the developers of those tools on those different platforms are made by people with a lot more experience. That is my guess. Learning about Haley Welch's Pookie Tools, this AI-powered dating app, definitely made me think about the influence of tech and sort of like how influencers will be able to shape what the future looks like for consumer tech. It's very interesting. I'd love to know your thoughts on it. And if anyone's actually used the app, do let me know below. I can't imagine I'll have many comments, but I am very curious. And until next time, bye.